Hi, Flosstube!
Well, we're going to start out a little different today. We're going to use the 5 fundamental journalism questions.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, well, no. Alliteration. So, who?
I'm Leanne.
And I'm Barb.
And this is Lost and Floss.
We already said that.
I know we did.
That's all right. What?
What? We're here to talk about stitching.
When?
Today is Thursday. In June 13th. June 13th.
June 13th. Yep, that's right. Why?
Why?
Oh, where?
Where?
We forgot where.
Today we're at my house in the sewing room.
And why?
Why? We're here to talk about cross stitch.
And we haven't recorded in a while, and we haven't talked in a while, so
no, it's been a long time. So
warning.
So it'll be cross stitch, rambling, and a little bit of everything else.
Yeah, a little bit, but yeah, maybe not. Who knows?
If we keep this under 2 hours, we'll be happy.
Yeah, I'm very tired today, so I might not be able to be too witty or.
Well, even on your tired day, you're wittier than I am. So.
I don't know about that.
Let's see. We want to thank everybody for tuning in, subscribing, watching, commenting.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we do this for fun.
Yeah.
And it's still fun.
It's fun. Yeah.
It's fun when you comment. It's fun to see a new subscriber. We had one from the UK. We've had some from Mexico already.
International. I love it. Not that I don't like local yokels.
Yeah, well, I like seeing how many different states that people are from. Yeah. So
maybe we should have a state map. And
we should. Does Pam and Steph have that?
For
some reason, I think they do.
Maybe they do.
Well, like half of our family does that. I think in middle school, I think that's like an assignment to mark like how many places you were been.
Oh, okay.
But we could just mark how many people where people are from. Yeah.
Well,
and
could that be a question, just for fun question?
It could. Let's not do it now because we got to get a map.
Yeah. Wait. I know Wisconsin's here.
I know.
The little, what is it? Is that backwards?
No, Wisconsin is this way and Michigan is this way, right?
Well, I don't know how it looks on the screen. I know for sure this is the peninsula because of Door County.
Yeah.
And up here is Lake Superior.
Right.
You know that one.
Right. And Minnesota is over here. Illinois is down here.
There's little Iowa over here.
And Lake Michigan is here, and then I think Minnesota goes this way.
And here's Mackinac Island. We were just looking that up at work yesterday. And now I want to go. I've never been.
Mackinac Island? Yeah, I have never been there either.
Yeah, looks like fun.
So, yeah, it's
supposed
to be very cool.
Bicycles.
Yeah. No.
Or walk. Or ride a horse.
Yeah.
And buggy.
I can walk, too.
We've already gotten off topic and we're only a few minutes in.
So,
could be trouble.
It could be. Okay, let's get back on track.
On track. Chugga.
Okay, we got questions, comments.
We got it all.
Flosstubers. Since it's been such a long time, I can't really remember all the comments, although we read them and we comment on them.
So if we don't answer something you were looking for, please comment again.
Yeah.
Because hopefully we'll record again before such a long time. But
yeah.
It was just, we were both on vacation and not consecutively. So when Leanne came back, I left. And so it was a long time without being together.
It was.
Hers was much more exciting than mine, but it was fun.
No, yeah. So, some of the comments that we had were, many of you are stitching instead of cleaning the house. Yay, girls, go for it. And guys, do it.
Whoever.
The house will always stay the same. Your stitching will change.
Sometimes for the worse.
Yeah. And then we had Beverly asked us if we railroad.
Oh, another train topic.
Oh, chug a chug.
Chug a chug.
I think both of us have talked about this. That we'll do it on white if it doesn't turn out. But lately, what I found when I was doing my Prairie Schooler Santas, I brought a Santa to work on in the car, and I didn't have a needle in it. And I was like really mad. I'm like, I got over an hour in the car that I want to stitch. Well, I had other needles with it that were smaller than what I was used to using. So I used the smaller one, and I found that it kind of keeps your stitches in line better with the smaller needle because there's nowhere for that thread to go. Because I was stitching with two, and it's just kind of, they laid nicer.
Yeah. I've already, and I guess it's primarily white that I'm thinking of. If your stitches look crappy, it seems like that's the color. But like sometimes even waxing it a little bit, it seems to make them
just not
glide
twist
together a little bit more.
Sometimes I'll use, for white, I'll use like a shorter piece of thread so that I can unwind it more often. It doesn't get as tangled up as if you're using this big long piece.
Or if it's really bad, I sometimes won't use the sewing method.
Oh. Will you put it on a hoop then?
Maybe loosely. It just depends. Like, that's the thing. Like, sometimes white goes fine, and sometimes it's a hot mess.
I agree.
Just like me today.
And if it doesn't work, just do a different color. Make it a different color.
Nothing wrong with aqua. Santa, he's got punk hair.
Aqua sheep.
Why not? Who said they have to be white?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think in practice helps too.
Right.
Sometimes, and don't be so critical of your stitching.
When you get the rest of the stuff and you step back from it, and it's fine.
Yeah. When you're looking at it through Meg eyes and you got it right up here in your face, you see every mistake. When you hold it back here, take your glasses off, squint, and run.
Turn down the lights. Great. Pull the shades.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think there's cross stitch there.
So, and then I think that's it.
Okay.
For questions and comments.
So then, do we go to haul?
So,
haul it out.
We go to haul.
I have one little haul.
Okay, go ahead.
I got July.
Ooh, oh, that's cute. Ooh, I love watermelon.
Yeah, and I'm thinking I might be able to go back to my plaid background for this one.
Oh, yeah.
So if I pick the colors out, so this is Lizzie Kate, the stamp, and it is the month of July. It's kind of fun to have a July that's not a flag.
Yes.
Even though I love flags, but I think it's
I love
cute.
Watermelon. I will stitch a watermelon. I haven't stitched a watermelon. I eat watermelon.
Well,
and I love the look of them.
I used to hate like cutting up watermelon, but since seedless watermelons, it's so easy now.
It is.
So, and I bought one yesterday. I did the thumb test.
Oh, is that how you do? Is it? Because my husband bought a watermelon and I cut into it. It looked like it looked like that picture.
Really?
And it did not taste like that.
It wasn't
picture.
sweet, I bet.
No.
See, we had one recently like that. I think it was maybe just a little too early. The flavor wasn't there.
Right.
The texture was great. The juiciness was there.
Yep.
But the flavor wasn't there.
Yeah, and I thought, well, maybe it needed to be in, growing a few more days or something like that.
Well, I've heard you look for like a yellow spot so you know it was ripening on the vine. And then it seems like if you knock on it.
If it's hollow.
Yeah, like it just has a different sound.
My mom does the knocking.
So I'm like almost falling into the bin of watermelons going, knock, knock, knock.
So if you see shoes hanging out of the bin of the watermelon, it's Barb.
So, but I haven't cut into it yet, so I don't know if I'm successful or not.
Yeah, see, in some years, I just can't even get a good watermelon, but, oh well. So,
what do you got there?
first let's do a little business. We got these adorable
really cute
patterns from Kimberly at Fat Quarter Shop. This is done by Lori Holt, Be in My Bonnet, and it's So Emma pattern.
So cute.
It's a sewing machine that I'm going to have to do this one. It's very, very cute. But we have two, and Barb and I can share, so we would like to share one with everybody. If you don't win this and you want it, you can go to fatquartershop.com and order it. They have tons of cross stitch. I know Fat Quarter Shop from Quilting. I buy fabric there, threads there, scissors there, everything there. I have to say, I put in an order. I think it was this week, and I got my order today. I couldn't believe how fast it was. It was like lightning fast. Cool. So yeah, I was happy. So if you would like this pattern as a giveaway. She believed she could, so she did.
Do you believe?
I do believe.
I believe too.
So if you want to win this, just comment
your state.
Your state. Okay. Comment your state. What state or country are you? Well,
yeah, good
country or state. If you're from the United States, you can't say I'm from the United States. You got to say your state.
Right.
So.
What if you're from the District of Columbia?
I don't know. I heard they don't do cross stitch over there. Now we'll get a bunch of comments saying, yes, we do.
I'm sure they do.
I know they do. Well, I don't know for a fact, but there's got to be at least one person that does.
Yeah. Well, I hope we find that person.
Yeah.
Hi!
This is what happens when Barb gets tired.
Yeah,
And we just I feed off of her.
Well, and you saw that picture of me today.
Oh.
The younger coworkers were
Snapchatting.
And using that filter where it turns men to women and women to men. Let me tell you, it was not pretty. I think the men actually looked better as women than the women looked as men.
Well, because it adds makeup to the men.
Yeah.
It takes everything away. Barb did it with me too, and let's just say we were not very handsome men.
I wanted to put a picture at the end, and Leanne would let me.
No. And it's like, it wouldn't be so bad if it would give you hair. You know, I mean, it's got this little flicks of hair.
The younger girls, I think, get hair. And they get facial hair, too.
I had facial hair.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
See, I didn't.
But it didn't give me much hair. It's like, I want it to be like those romance novels. I want, like, long, flowing hair. Fabio, yeah.
Oh, didn't know that was your type, Leanne.
I know that. You never know it, would you? Oh my God.
All right, we're really getting off target.
Okay, let's see. Okay, haul.
Yeah, haul.
I went on vacation to Seattle. And,
I love that one.
And we went for graduation, and after graduation, my husband took a week off, and we went down to Oregon. And we went about halfway down the state, and then we traveled up the Oregon coast north, which was absolutely gorgeous. Well, if anybody watches Flosstube, they know Acorns and Threads is in Oregon. So I went there.
Does the Oregon Trail lead to it?
Oregon
Trail. I know, I always say it wrong. Oregon.
You know what? I don't know where the Oregon Trail was. I don't know.
I think you probably went, like, horizontal through the state, because weren't they trying to get out west on it?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see any signs or anything from it, so I don't know. But first I got a needle minder from Acorns and Threads. And I did go up and I met Janine.
Let me see.
She was just, she's a very lovely lady, just so nice and sweet. And there were two other women in there, and I don't know their names, and I wish I would have asked, but
you didn't.
I didn't. And we were all talking, and it was just nice.
Isn't that fun?
My husband told me, he said, is an hour enough? I almost fell over. I'm like, yes, I will make an hour enough. Because usually it's 10 minutes and then we gotta go. So I was really happy. So
I love this one.
First I got Country Cottage Needleworks July. Let's see, there we go. Which I have October is the only month that I have.
I love those. They're really cute
know.
when I see them done up. And that one is, I think,
And
one
they're
of my
fun
favorites.
to stitch. Then I got Brenda Gervais, Strawberries and Stripes. I have been watching this for a long time.
Is that an older one?
I don't know. I don't know. What's the copyright? Does it say?
2018. So from last year.
Yeah. Then I got this Quaker sewing tray from Brenda Gervais.
I don't remember. Who was stitching that?
And I got the tray. But this is not this year's. This is 2009. So it's an older one. Yeah.
Somebody on Instagram, though, did that
Is
one.
stitching? Yeah.
Or
I
did
don't
it
know.
a little while ago, not too long ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like that one.
And then I added to the wordplay. I have wordplay January and June. But now I have, let's see, February, March. I'm missing April. I have May. And I said I had June previously. I have July. I have August. I need September and October. I have November. And I do not have December.
So you're kind of like me with the Prairie Schooler months, where you have quite a few now, but
Right.
still need.
Still need a few.
Yeah.
So.
I gotta look at those.
And then I got this
That's cute.
Cricut Collection Acorn, which I have seen this before, and I'm like, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
They had it as a sample stitched at Acorns and Threads, of course.
Oh, that's perfect.
And I'm like, I have to get this for
Is that
sure.
a deer? No. Oh, that's a leaf.
Yeah.
I thought it was a deer. Like from here.
It's a leaf.
That's cute.
And then I got this kit. I got a kit. And it's this little drum. And this is the blue flower.
Oh.
And it's called Acorns. And this is Janine McGowan. So it's got threads, fabric, the needles in there. And yes, Joan from Joan and Kelly's show, please do a drum tutorial, because when I stitch this, I'm going to need help.
Well, the drum is the one finish that I think would be harder, because you have to be so precise.
Right.
But I do have from my thrift store find a Just Nan thing that's like, it's a Halloween thing. I can't even remember what it is. If it's like a little box you make out of it that's triangular, and then the lid goes up and down.
Oh, fun.
Well, but I think like you make one mistake and that doesn't work.
Yeah.
So
Can't
someday
make
I'll stitch
mistakes. I did buy this, I did buy some fabric.
That's pretty.
I got, let's see, 36 count Edinburgh linen light mocha. And then in one of my stitchy things, I got fabric.
Mushroom iguana?
I did not buy mushroom gun because I bought something that I didn't
Already
know.
had. Yeah.
And then
Holy moly.
I got something for Barb.
Leopard. I'm a cougar.
And the bag was not from Acorns and Threads, but
Oh,
and
thank you.
I did buy one of these for myself too.
Oh. I think I should start stitching these from the most recent and go back.
I kind of went through ones that I liked.
Yeah, that's probably a better way of doing it.
Yeah, I mean, if
really
you're stitching
cute.
them all, there's 35 of them.
Well, thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
That's so nice.
You're welcome.
Do I get to keep the bag?
Yeah, and there's something else in there.
Oh. Oh, that's very nice. I've never had one before.
I thought you needed one from Acorns and Threads.
Yeah, really. Probably I'll never get there. So
well, you know, and I think I'm going to start, like, when we go to keepsakes, hopefully they have a needle minder that is a keepsakes one, and that'd be kind of a fun thing to collect if you go to different shops.
Yeah,
not that we go to tons of them, but
right.
That's it. So then, well, that's it for my haul.
That's kind of comparable to my Stitch Go.
It was because you just don't ever get there.
Right. That's how I felt. It's
Yeah.
like,
So, then we'll go to WIPs, Works in Progress.
Whip it up.
Whip, whip, whip.
So, Maynia My Way, if you remember, we were in the midst of it.
Oh my gosh,
that's just finishing.
It's been a really long time.
So I decided when I finished stitching my stocking I made it to day 20, then that allowed me to start 5 new things.
Okay.
And one of them, and I got such a little start on it, I probably shouldn't even show it, but this is by New York Dreamer, Summertime.
I love that.
And this is all I got done, but it's a start. So
it is a start.
And I love the colors in there. It's so pretty.
And it does go fast. Once you start it.
Right. So, but I need to get some of the thread for the other letters, so,
we'll be going to keepsakes.
Yeah. And then I started working on, this is Prairie Schooler Mittens, and I started working on the snowman one. And got just a little bit of a start on that.
That's really cute.
I think this will, I mean, it's such a tiny area that I think it'll go really fast. And then this is the third, this is Lizzie Kate of the 4 Seasons series. This is summer.
I love this.
And after all my problems with spring trying to figure out colors, I'm like, I am just doing pretty much the call for colors, or if I didn't have them, something very close.
And that is so fun.
Yeah, so I really have a pretty good start on it. I think what I might do is leave the grass for StitchCon stitching.
Good idea.
Because it's quite a bit of just green, so I just need to finish up the rooster and put some petals on my flower, and then I'll just have like green stitching to do.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea because I realize like I'm not good at, like, I'm probably not gonna get a ton of stitching done. I'm being honest. Who knows? Maybe I'll just go sit in the corner.
Know. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. But it was Lynette from Homesteading on the Home Front that I heard that she was doing that, I think for StitchCon too, that she was saving fill-in for that. And she has been to other retreats. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that is a fantastic idea.
Because it reminds me of years ago where we just like stuffed things while you were sitting somewhere. It's mindless. You can still be a participant in the conversation, and yet it's not like, oh, now I made a mistake and I have to rip out these 12 rows because I was talking and not concentrating on my counting.
Yep. So. I totally agree.
All right, and then this was my main Maynia thing. Oops, the Santa stocking. It's Dimension Kit, and it's called Holiday Glow. This is for my younger of my 2 current grandsons, and I got quite a bit done, and I think the last time I showed it he didn't have the second cuff or like the fur trim on his suit, so he's coming along though. I'm happy with how he's turning out, but I will be happy when he's done.
Yeah, that coat just looks like velvet.
Well, it's
beautiful.
Is amazing how they can paint with threads.
Yeah.
It's just...
Let me show that again. I mean, look at this. The detail in that is just unbelievable.
So
I think that's just beautiful.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to... I was thinking, well, maybe I'll work on it like the 24th and 25th of every month. And maybe the penultimate day before Christmas, the 23rd.
There you go. I was, when you were talking before, I'm thinking, oh, how can I use penultimate?
There's always a way. And then I am working on Lizzie Kate Autumn Basket.
I love this one.
And I'm almost done with this.
Do you know what you're stitching that on?
30.
Like what count? 32?
32 count.
Okay.
Yeah. I know that for sure. I think it's like some kind of linen, but I can't remember exactly what. I have it in my book at home. Then Prairie Schooler July was another one of my 5 items that I started.
This is so cool.
For Maynia My Way. And I love this. Although after I started mine, then I saw Helen D.
Yes.
Oh, I think that's one of my all-time favorite
Hers
finishes.
Very cool.
She did them individually as pillows. Check them out if
yeah.
On Instagram she's what is she? She's Helen D in her videos.
And on YouTube. Go to YouTube and I bet you she links her Instagram on there.
Yeah, I think it's Is it East Coast Stitcher?
I think it's her name.
No.
Oh, maybe I saw it on Facebook might have been the first place I saw it. I don't know what she is on Instagram.
But yeah, go to her video and watch it because she's good.
Yeah,
anyways.
I want her husband to tie a knot like that for me.
Oh.
I think that was so cool. That was kind of made
one of my
pillow.
friends sails, so maybe she could tie knots.
I mean that was very cool.
Oh yeah, I loved everything about it.
Now you have to go and go look.
Because honestly, Leanne sent me a picture of it, and she's like, "Look at this, how this is finished." I'm like, "Oh, just they were so cool that way."
Yeah.
Although I do like the picture too altogether. But then I was watching her video, and I'm like, "Oh."
Well, and I found it on Facebook.
Okay.
And I didn't know what Helen D's name was. I didn't connect the two together whatsoever.
Yeah.
I just saw this. I took a picture of it. I sent it to Barb. I'm like, look at this. Because I knew Barb was stitching this.
Right. So I'm getting pretty good progress on it. The words will go pretty fast. But this too, I think I'm going to save the fill work for StitchCon. Because I'm like, why not? So, but really, the last one of these, when I did June, it was the Autumn Winds one. I worked from the top down, so I started like with the wording first, and then it felt like it took forever to finish it. So this one I thought, I'll start with like the house and get that area done first, and then move upward.
Yeah. That's so pretty.
And this was another one of my 5 Maynia My Way starts. It's called the Scarlet House Patriotic Scissors Pocket. I don't know that I'm making mine into a scissors pocket, but I changed a few things up, not on purpose, but I like it. So, I changed the colors of the little flowers. I have a different color for the crock. I'm hoping that the bird's going to show up once I fill that in. I'm not so sure about that.
You can always backstitch the bird.
And I double backstitch just to try it out, some of the leaves on this side. But I think I'm going to try going around them with just a single strand of black and see how that, which looks better to make them pop.
Is it supposed to be backstitched,
no,
or you're just doing that on your own?
It's because the crock color is darker, which I didn't think of.
Oh, yeah.
And then this line here, the lip of the crock, was supposed to be a different color, but Leanne suggested, because I was doing the crock 1/2, just to do that 2/2, and I like that. I think it gives it definition.
Yeah.
So
it did.
But
Here it is again.
I'm happy with it. Like
I love that.
I had I put another extra flower in because I stitched the flag too far over. And so I had more gaps in the middle, but I'm like, I just kept adding things and no one's going to really know.
No.
But I like the colors.
I do too.
I think it'll be a fun one to have.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
That's it?
Yep.
Well, you got a lot done. So
I was up north for a week, so I stitched.
Yeah, that was Barb's vacation. Okay, so my plan is, and I think on Instagram I have said, I'm stitching the Prairie Schooler Santas and I'm leaving fill-in for StitchCon. So I did Santa 2019. I'm still working on.
Wait, 18.
Oh, 2000.
Or 19.
No, 19.
I knew it wasn't this
1999. Learn how to read, Leanne. Okay, and Santa.
That's a cool one.
2002. I thought I'd do this because of 4th of July. It just kind of reminds me of that.
That's a good idea.
So he's got fill-in to do. And what I've done is I've kind of filled in and finished it totally. So when the fill-in is done, I am done.
That's great.
And so this one is Santa 2004. This one, once the fill-in is done, I will have these words here and the little design in his coat. So it won't be totally done by the time.
Are the words done via back stitching?
Yeah.
Okay.
And right now I'm filling this in, and I might have the words done before StitchCon. I'm not sure.
Right.
And Santa
so
2006.
Are the colors all the same throughout the years?
They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
There might be a color here or there that is changed. What I did is I changed all the ecru, which is his beard and his coat and stuff. I changed that to white.
Okay.
Because I didn't think the ecru was bright enough. So, and then this is Santa 2008.
Oh, that's a cute one too. And
So
they're
I
all
got
DMCs.
All DMC.
Which is
This
nice.
is done on Khaki
Oh,
Davos.
that's cute. I haven't seen it live.
And I told you I got this one, 2019. So I just have the fill-in for that. And I had to fill in the sheet.
Wow.
I just had to.
Well, with the swirls, I love them.
I know. I just, when I saw it that they had it, I'm like, we're getting this.
And, his face looks so red on the chart, but it doesn't.
No.
It looks perfect.
No, the DMC color is 407 is the skin color, and I think it's 354 or 356 is his cheeks, and I think those two colors are perfect together.
Right. Yeah.
So this, I don't remember even stitching this.
You don't? Why?
I don't know.
Were you drinking?
No, I'm sure I wasn't because I wouldn't have been able to stitch. But I know I had this. I don't remember starting it.
Didn't you get this after the market?
I did.
So.
But I might have started it at that time. I don't remember. Isn't that weird?
I think it's mine.
No,
I was missing it.
Yeah.
I had
we're talking about Little House Needleworks, Home of a Needleworker, and
and this is one of the ones you got from the Stitching Bee.
the Stitching Bee, yes.
In Green Bay.
Yes.
Which we have to make a road trip there.
I know, and I was just in Green Bay.
Oh, yeah.
For Paul McCartney at Lambeau Field. But I was with my family, and of course, nobody wanted to go to the Stitch store. I asked, and they said no. But this is how far I got, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember.
Portobello.
And this is on 30 count Portobello linen.
Did you use that for something else?
I don't know. This might be what was called for.
Well, because I remember
us
talking mushroom names before.
Yeah. Oh, I know I used
saying
this.
Portobello.
I think I did use it for something else, but what?
Okay.
I can't remember stitching this. How am I going to remember what that is? Oh, that's just terrible.
Stitching with them.
So, as I told you, we went to see Paul McCartney, and the day before we went to see him, I had to start Strawberry Fields Forever. And yes, you do keep humming that song as you're stitching. I know, you just keep doing it. So, and this is my start. I had to keep going until I got a strawberry in there.
That's a cute one.
And this I am doing on R&R Winter Brew, which is one of my favorite
I did
fabrics.
One of my little house needlework ABCs. I think my first one, the fall one on that, and I do like that.
I've done my Prairie Schooler Winter Wind, and this is 32 count. So then I got this at Acorns and Threads.
But why did I not get that? Like, why am I not stitching along on that? Because I love that.
I don't know. Basket of Cherries, and Olivia from Pumpkin Hollow Quilts, and Deborah from Canopied Stitches is having a stitch along on this. I haven't posted anything because I haven't stitched on it lately. But
is the bird the same color as that one?
Yes.
Because it looks kind of like...
It looks different, but it's like it's not all...
the same color.
It's maybe outlined in that,
Okay.
and then it's another color. But here is my start. And this is on 32 count Belfast Linen Flax, which is what I bought at Acorns and Threads. So
it's pretty.
I bought a larger piece. I'll cut it down when I get the framework done and stuff like that. But that is it for my
that's all?
whips.
I don't have much done.
And I have to say, those Prairie Schooler Santas, when you're not filling in, they go pretty fast.
Because you're just outlining.
Right. And they're like 18 count.
Mm-hmm.
Davos khaki. I think it's khaki something.
I've yet to go back to mine since you showed me what you meant about stitching
Oh.
on that. But I want to.
Yeah, it goes really fast. So it's 18 count. So I thought that's perfect for StitchCon to just fill that stuff in. I commented that all I'm going to be stitching with is red and green threads, which will get boring, but I'll bring some of my other things with too.
You'll make such good progress.
I think, yeah, because when I fill it in, then it's done on most of them.
Yeah.
I think all except for one.
Great.
So, okay, then finished items, not FFOs, finished items.
No, I forgot mine.
Finished objects.
I forgot mine.
That's right. You sent me a text today saying you forgot your FO.
I did. I forgot I even had an FO. Because it was so long ago that I finished it.
And I do not have any FOs.
One color short.
yeah. Red or green. Yeah. So let's skip on over.
All right.
To FFOs, which
an
is
FFO.
always the more fun thing to watch.
I have an FFO that happened at midnight last night, which is why I look fairly tired today. It's my series, the Flip It Lizzie Kate stamp June, the little beehive one.
I think that's adorable.
I feel like I'm shaking.
Because you're too tired?
Well, I don't know.
Not enough caffeine.
Not enough caffeine withdrawals, no. Yeah, this one's hot off the press.
That is adorable.
So, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but I like it. And this one is the one that I had on Instagram. I had a problem with one of the buttons, didn't have a second hole in it.
Yeah. What did you do for that?
I ended up, heating up my needle, but I wouldn't recommend that, because, I ended up being able to get it through, but then it left, soot, kind of. And then I had to try to get that out. Plus, the melted plastic has to go somewhere. And so then I was trying to get that off of it, and I don't know. Someone suggested, do you know a dentist? And I'm like, oh, I should make friends with a dentist. They could drill my tiny little button.
Let you do that? I don't think so.
I don't think.
You could have gotten the tiniest little drill.
Well,
didn't Jim have any tools or anything?
I don't think he had. We were up north.
Mini tools. Oh, then he probably wouldn't have.
And then the other thing was, I think now I would just call up or say
Text them or
my button was defective. But then I saw that at Ben Franklin they have the teeny tiny little buttons.
Oh.
So but they're mixed colors, and I'm like, well, I don't know that I'd use them for other things, so maybe I would.
Yeah.
But
anyways,
you
got it in.
It's done.
It's adorable.
And I do like it.
I'd show that again.
So
It
will be going up
the
on my...
colors. I like the fabrics that you used with it.
Yeah.
It's just very cute.
Well, and I was just going to use the one color, and then that looked kind of boring. So
no, I like the two.
I'm like, that kind of goes.
Oh, it really goes.
So
really
that's
good.
it.
Yay. Well, what about that?
Oh,
is that like
what is this
a blast from the past?
Blast from the past. This is probably one of the first pieces I did.
I love that.
When I got back into cross-stitching last year. Ooh, my back. Look how bad that is. Did I just show that? Okay, look at this. Ah! It still has the sticker on from the frame. I can't read it, though. Can you? I know there's like something really ugly underneath this.
It's from. It was made in Mexico.
Oh, well.
From Hudson, Wisconsin.
Oh.
But I can't think of anything.
By Minneapolis.
Oh.
Well, anyways, what is this? Is this Bend Creek? I think it's Bend Creek.
I think it is.
And I just love this one. And I coffee tea dyed my fabric. And then it looked like, at first, I forgot, I was going to like paint America or something on there. And then I'm like, no, I'm just going to take those stars and paint them. And
I love that.
this was, I think, an oak frame that I chalk painted and then antiqued. And
I like that.
I just think it works. It's cute.
And I don't know if you can tell, but like these stars are all dimensional because she kind of glued them on top of each other, so it looks very, very dimensional.
Because it is.
Because it is. That is really cute. Now, is that one of the patterns that you got on that unbelievable thrift store find?
No, this one I bought the first time I was at Stitchville.
Ah.
When I was only there for an hour.
10 minutes. Oh.
Only because we had family stuff going on, and that's all the time that was left before they closed.
Oh.
So, yeah, I went like a mad woman. I'm like, oh.
Why? It's like you go into those shops, and it takes you a while to get acclimated to the shop even, and then you can kind of finally relax and look around.
And I mean, that was when I was first started stitching a lot last year, and so I had things like I had seen online that I liked, so I had a list of charts that I was kind of looking for, but then you see the samples and it's like, oh my gosh, it's, yeah, crazy.
Yep.
Then I have Saved from the Trash.
Well, let's do that.
So this one, I don't think I showed, no, I could have showed it because we started in August.
But I think,
maybe Instagram?
did you show it, was it this finished?
Oh, another one
at
of
that
my bags.
time?
I don't know. No.
But I
know.
thought you showed the picture of it.
Maybe
Was it in a frame?
Yeah.
I think you did.
I think I did. So maybe I even showed this
I don't
already.
think you showed this, though.
So I got this, and it was just the cross stitch, and it was in the typical oak frame of, like, what year was this? 1988. You know how everything was framed under glass with a thin oak frame. And I'm like, you know, it was cute enough, and the picture was cheap. It was like, I don't know, $1 or $2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I'm like, I can make that into something. So I found
That's
this gold frame. It came gold, and I just put the red right over whatever was in the frame. And then I cut a board with the blue and put this red trim between the stitch. I took this had like, it was dirty because like around the margin, so I cut the board smaller so I could tuck the dirty part behind it.
Oh, that was a good idea.
And then I added this little, I don't know, would you call that a Priscilla accent?
Yes.
So just some ribbon and some cording and a few of the little red, white, and blue wiry berry thingies. But I really like it.
You barbed it up. With a Priscilla touch.
Yes. So, I like it.
I do too. I think that turned out very cute.
Do you want me to show my Goodwill?
Yes.
I just have one item. No, actually two.
One of these days we're gonna go shopping together at Goodwill.
Yeah. It's kind of hit or miss.
Videotape.
Well, I found something, and if you don't want it, you can get rid of it. But it was only 50 cents.
Oh, I love Jan Paddock.
Oh.
Yes.
That doesn't mean anything to me. But I'm like,
look at that.
I thought it was cute.
That's Jan Paddock. Yes. I have a pumpkin quilt that I did that was hers.
Okay.
Her directions are difficult to follow, but after I've done her and I've been quilting, now I know how to do it.
Yeah.
And so, yes.
But I'm like,
thank you.
For 50 cents, I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Even if you had it, I thought. Then I bought this candlestick. Kind of ugly. But what I'm envisioning doing is flipping it and putting a round cushion on.
Good idea.
Right?
Yeah.
So this was $1.99. I think I got 10% off. And then I had a $5 credit there. So, like, it was great. I got a couple frames, and I got some higher count Ada, the tubes of it for like $1 something. I didn't bring that along, but I want to try dyeing some fabric.
Oh yeah,
not coffee tea dye, but actually dyeing. And I'm like, the higher counts, they're nice.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Ada.
No, I don't either.
It depends on the look that you want.
Right.
And
it's especially like if you're first stitching, I think it's a great fabric. Jocelyn wants to learn, my granddaughter.
Aww.
So, if anyone has any tips for teaching a 6-year-old, I think just bigger fabric. And,
you might even try like plastic canvas first.
Oh, that might be good just to get the concept.
Yeah, with yarn.
Yeah, I didn't think about
like maybe a little heart or something.
In that sewing box, I think maybe there was some stuff like that. Now
there you
that I
go.
think about that, I'll have to look.
There you go.
So anyways, yeah, that should be fun.
That was a good idea.
So that's all I have.
Okay. I have no finished objects. I've got like half finished. And where is that cording? Oh, it's over there. That's okay. I tried the Kranich tool. I think it's called Kranich tool to make cording for a project. And I'm not going to show you the project, but I will show you the cording. I followed Vanna's tutorial on it, and it was very good. I was doing it as I was watching her. I kind of rewound and did it twice. But I made did you hear that? What I just said?
No. Oh. Did you say something bad?
I did.
Oh.
I made red and white cording. And I think it turned out really good. But I did follow Vanna's tutorial. And I made blue and white. And actually this is not white. It's Ada. Not Ada. It's DMC 3866, which is kind of an off-white. Because where I'm going to put this, and hopefully next time we video I'll have it done. My piece isn't white, but it matches very well.
The other thing we've both been working on are our StitchCon Smalls Exchange.
Oh yeah. So we can't show you that.
No.
I did have an Instagram post with just a little piece of what I
did you?
Well, the back.
Yeah, that's
that I did. So
I showed Leanne mine today to get approval.
You want to get that. So
maybe yeah, I don't know. It's like you always worry. It's kind of like the ornament exchange. Like you want yours to be like something people want.
Yeah.
Not like the one everyone goes home and talks about in the car. Like, oh, I got the dud this year.
But there's so many different people that
Right.
Somebody's going to absolutely love it.
Right. I hope.
So, well, I mean, and it's just a good memory from StitchCon.
Yeah, it's small.
Yeah.
So that's the nice thing. It's not like, you could probably recreate it for yourself in a couple days.
Yeah. So, and then another thing in preparation for StitchCon is I wanted to give this to Barb because this is for StitchCon that she's going to need.
Uh-oh. I have no idea what this is. Oh! Oh! Oh, wow.
Oh, it got all wrinkly.
I love it. Oh, my. Well, I guess I have to hold it up so you can see why I'm so excited. But, we are from Wisconsin.
And it got all wrinkly.
Oh, I love it. That is adorable. Look at it. It says home. Oh, thank you, Leanne.
You're welcome.
Camera hug.
So we have a thing.
Adorable.
It's called a shop hop in Wisconsin. I think other states do this too for quilt shops.
Okay.
And a designer usually designs fabric for the shop hop. In the month of June, you can go to different quilt shops. And you can get a free block pattern, and you can use the shop hop fabric. So this year, the shop hop fabric was designed by Lisa Bonjean of Primitive Gatherings, and it was this home fabric.
It's adorable.
And I was at the quilt store, and I was looking for something else, and I spotted this, and I'm like, oh my God, we got to have project bags like this. So I made one for Barb, and I made one for myself, too.
I love having this kind of friend. She never gets anything from me.
I just did.
My 50-cent Goodwill fund.
So I'm like, oh my God, we have to have project bags so like that.
Cute.
So I actually finished them today.
And we could always wear them as a hat. I don't wear hats.
I don't wear hats. Got to keep my hair. But
that's so cute.
Isn't that cute? Yeah, I just had to. I'm like, I had to do it.
Really, really cute.
So,
well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm so thrilled to be the recipient.
And I mean, I hate to keep talking about StitchCon, but we're kind of excited about going.
Yeah.
So
it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I love road trips anyways. I mean, it'll be fun.
It'll be very interesting. and we're going to Cincinnati to keepsakes. We're not going to Cleveland to treasures.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you just never know.
Yeah.
What was I going to say about that? Oh, and that'll be maybe the first time we stitch together.
Unless we stitch in the next 2 weeks.
Which probably
together, it doesn't
won't happen.
seem like it's going to happen.
So
yeah,
maybe we'll have to do a little video.
I think we're gonna.
Stitches.
I think we'll do. I think we're gonna try to do little videos like on the way there, and I think we can just download them onto YouTube like as it's happening. If I can figure out how to do a live thing. I think
the Instagram Live?
Yeah, I think you can do Instagram Live. We could probably try that. And maybe we can videotape interviewing other Flosstubers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how much time we're going to have. I don't know how easy it's going to be. I don't know, but we'll see what we can do.
We'll do our best.
Yeah.
So, so excited.
I know, it really... I know, it's been a long time since we've been on a vacation together.
Yeah.
And usually it's if just the two of us go, it's usually a shopping vacation.
Yeah.
So
yeah, even like trying to think, like that was a long time ago that we went away with our other friends, like down to Chicago area.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That was a long time ago.
And Shipshawana was a long time
ago.
Yeah. With our moms.
Yeah.
So
no, yeah, we're probably their age that they were when we went.
Yeah, we're talking decades.
So, can you imagine?
I mean, that sounds like a really long time ago when you say that. It's decades.
Decades. Well, it's true. But, like, that's what's great, you know. We still have a lot of the same interests and enthusiasm. I could make it up and down those aisles, no problem.
I know. Carrying a big, heavy bag, too.
Oh, man, yeah. It was crazy times, but hopefully we won't overstuff the car on this trip.
Well, our car is big. I mean, it's pretty big. I think we could stuff pretty much stuff in there. And I am a very good packer. I mean, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I really am a very good packer.
I know, it's kind of like a puzzle piece sometimes.
It is.
And it's fun to get it all to fit.
Yeah, like you can only buy a piece that's triangular in shape. Okay, so,
Kathy's not on the ledge today.
No. No, and Kathy hasn't had a video out for a while either.
She must be busy.
Yeah, she must be. Silent.
Wow, we're without words here.
I know. Let's see.
Never have I ever.
Never have I ever anything?
No, haven't even thought about it.
No, me either.
No mail call.
No. Do you have some?
Stop the floss.
Well, you had. Oh, you did your thrift store find. Stop the floss. I want to get off. I just grabbed some of these off my table because I didn't. I was so well organized today, and this I can't remember if I showed this or not. My kitchen right now for the summer is red, green, and yellow.
Oh, nice.
And so, this is one of the pieces that I did.
Oh yeah.
And so.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's got little wool applique flowers on it and stems. And so, and then I did. This is a table runner for the kitchen table.
Oh, little bicycles.
And I love this yellow bicycle fabric.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Is that a cat on the bicycle?
Yes it is, and a duck.
Oh, yeah, now I see the duck.
So, and this is double in size. So it's long for the kitchen table. And then I had some fabric left over, so I made a little runner out of the same type of fabrics. And
it's so fun to look at these fabrics. There's so many cute ones.
I know. These bicycles, now this is, I think I made this last year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the year before. So there's no way you can get the bicycle fabric anymore unless somebody had it left.
Yeah.
I think it's Mon Ami. It's a Moda fabric. I don't know.
My friend?
Is that what Mon Ami means? Yeah. I think that's the name of the line. Yeah. So, but I don't know who did it.
Cute.
But it's by Moda. So, that's all I had. Anything else, Barb?
No. I was lucky enough to retrieve my favorite sweatshirt that I've had for 20-some years. I lost it on our vacation.
Which vacation?
The one up to the cabin.
Like this where you just were? You lost it while you were there?
Yeah, we went, for those of you from Minnesota, Jay Cook's State Park. It has like waterfalls, really, really a nice park, and we had always wanted to go there. So we decided we were going to go, and we were talking to the ranger lady, and she's like, oh, these yellow slippers are blooming. You have to go and see them. They're beautiful. So we're like, okay. And there was 2 ways you could go to this meadow area. One was a 1.1 mile, and the other was a 3. And I'm like, it was a nice day. It wasn't hot or anything. So
you chose the 3?
Well, no. I wanted the 3, but Jim wanted the shorter.
Yay, Jim!
But then Jim led the way, and all of a sudden we get to one of those signs, and I'm like, we're not on any of these loops, so we had to come back a ways, and then we found like the landmark. We saw one plant of the yellow slippers, but it was far enough off the path that I didn't even take a picture or anything because we thought we were going to see massive amounts of them. Well, we never did. It turned out we were on this other loop, and it had like some areas that were just like so mucky, and there was one area where you couldn't help but just stick your foot in the water muck and walk on. Anyways, I had taken my sweatshirt off and tied it around. I just had like a shopping purse type purse. And so I had tied it around that, and I kept looking, checking for it being there. But then we did like this area where we just splashed through, and I think maybe that's where I lost it. And then we did a big hill, and then we walked around, and so we get like almost to the end, and I'm like, oh, I don't have my sweatshirt. So I went back as far as like to look down at where the big hill was, because I'm like, I'm not doing that again. And I'm like, well, if it's lost, it's lost. It's probably like 20 years old, but
it's your favorite.
It's my favorite. And so then in the meantime, my husband was talking to this man that was on the path, and he had his dog and whatever, and I don't know, he mentioned that he had talked to Jim, and so I said to him, well, if you see my sweatshirt, turning it at the ranger, or the
Ranger
office
station,
type place. Not thinking, like I wasn't really thinking that I would get it back. So then, and it's like maybe an hour and a quarter drive from the cabin. It wasn't real far. But, so then I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can try to find one like on eBay. And so I'm looking, and it was so stupid, because like I could have bought a new sweatshirt, I'm sure, of the same quality, but, so then we were going to go up to Duluth one day, and Jim's like, well, did you call and see if they turned it in? I'm like, well, I didn't think you wanted to go back there. And he's like, well, call and see. So I called, and the woman's like, is it a Miller Lite sweatshirt? It's the girl in the moon.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yes. And she's like, yes, it's here. Someone turned it in. And she's like,
is it all muddy?
It's really a cool sweatshirt. Well, yeah, we went to pick it up, and it was pretty muddy. So
you did lose it where you thought
I
you lost it.
So I did lose it where I thought I did. But it's been reunited, so I got it back. I was happy.
Aww.
We went for the burger again.
Did
on our
you?
Anniversary.
The Anchor up in Superior.
Bar. Oh, man.
We had a hamburger. Tell them what was on it. Did you have the same one?
Yes, we did. But it was overcooked this time. So it wasn't nearly as good as when we were there. Like, the bacon was crunchy.
Oh, okay.
So that was a little disappointing. It was still good. But it was...
It sounds really odd.
Sounds really odd.
And it was kind of funny because I went to eat with Barb and her husband, and we're kind of looking at the menu, and we kind of both picked out the same burger. Yeah. And I'm like, well, if you try it, I'll try it. So.
And the burger was cream cheese with pimento olives. And so that's what we're going to order. And then the young waiter that we had, he was a great salesman. He's like, do you want bacon and cashews on that? And we're like, I'm thinking, that's really bizarre.
And we're like, do we? And this guy reminded me of Hootie and the Blowfish, Darius Ruckers. And he's like, yes, you want him? And we're like, okay.
Well, he was right. I mean, I swear that was the best burger I ever had in my life.
Me too.
It was like the next couple days, that's all I was thinking about. Well, anyways, that's where we went for our anniversary.
Oh, so, nice.
So that was fun. But then when we went up to Duluth, we went to this Italian restaurant that we've been wanting to try. So that was fun. And, I don't know, just walked around a little bit and went to the rose garden there. That's where I had some pictures of tulips.
Yeah.
So it was nice. I've never been up there during that season because everything was just like maybe 3 weeks behind up there. 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks. So
and, when we were in Oregon, their tulips were done. Oh. It was like when we were driving, it looked like July.
Oh, okay.
Up north.
Okay.
And all their roses were in full bloom, and it was gorgeous. Yeah.
So it's always fun, when you travel to see the different things that are in season.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, lots of stitching. I wore out my CD player in my car, so that was a crisis on the way up.
Oh.
Because I had a library CD
music
in there.
Oh.
But thank goodness it was free Sirius for the weekend. And then Jim figured out how to, like, stick a thing with duct tape in, and you could grab the CD.
He MacGyvered it up.
So then on the way home, I'm like, heck, I'm listening to this other book. And so I've been using the little stick with duct tape. But, because I'm like, you know, like now I checked, I was going to download, or I did download this app from the library, but I couldn't, kept telling me to call the library that they couldn't register me, so I probably have to do that and just go with the digital route from now on, but,
yeah,
you know, old school. Yeah, now I'm really rambling.
Yeah.
So,
anything else?
Not for me. Anything else for me?
I don't have anything else. No. No. Still.
Are we going to record again before StitchCon?
We might.
We might.
We might.
Yeah.
We might not.
It's a mystery.
I don't know. It kind of depends, because how many weeks do we have?
Just 2.
We only have like 13 days or 12 days. So, yeah, we could probably do one the week that we go.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be like a week and a half away.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means I need to start stitching or do something.
Yeah, you need to finish
I need
all
to
this
start
stuff.
finishing. You know, I always thought when people would talk about how they have the stacks of finished products, you know, projects, and I'm like, well, why don't you FFO them? You know, like Pam with her under the bed box. I'm like, why don't you get them finished? Well, now I get it. It's like, because you want to just keep stitching, and a lot of things I'm like, I don't really know how I'm going to finish them.
Well, or like with me, it's like I have the triplets. I have one done.
I have
to finish them. So it's like until I finish all of them, I probably won't finish the one.
Right.
So, and the same thing with, I have one of those the spring trio things.
Oh.
I only have one done. So it's like, okay, do I do them separate? Am I going to do them all together? What am I going to do with that?
Yeah.
So many questions.
Yeah, and maybe that's what we could do in our next video, is just show what we're finished but not FFO'd.
I got quite a few.
Yeah. Like if we don't have stitching, then we can show that.
Yeah. Like, remember this?
Yeah.
Still
Remember when
the
we
same.
showed this? Back in 1992?
Or my pillow that's half stuffed because I made the opening too big, and now I'm gonna unstuff it.
Unstuff it and do it again.
Do it again. Start over.
I found I've done
easier.
like many pillows for craft fairs and stuff. I found that if you try to finagle it somehow or another, you're just better off unstuffing it and stitching or unstitching or whatever, because it's way less time.
Nope.
So, well, that's all we have.
Okay.
I'll,
Oh.
What?
There's basketball on tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Our poor Bucks aren't in it.
No, they're not.
That was sad.
It was very sad.
I
But
wasn't expecting them. I mean,
they kind of just fell apart.
They just, fizzled, but Giannis has more time to stitch now.
Hi, Giannis.
Hi.
Did you watch the hockey game last night?
No.
That was very good. St. Louis won against Boston.
Oh.
They won the Stanley Cup.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's that time of year.
Yeah. It's done now. Hockey's over.
I don't really follow hockey.
I don't really follow hockey, but the guy that announces that hockey, if just listen to him once, he is so fast thinking, and he's got to know those people's last names, who are, some of them are impossible to say, so quick off his tongue. And then he says like different things, like he's like Bob Costas, except he says it like 10 times faster because he has to, because it's hockey.
Is he an auctioneer?
I don't know what, I think he
could
an announcer.
highlight.
Yeah.
Give me a 1, give me a 2.
Yeah. I mean, he's just fast, and you know what's going on when he says it. And
Do they have the highlighted puck when they show it? Like,
oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm usually stitching and listening.
You never looked up.
I do look up every once in a while.
Oh, what is that guy? He's fighting.
Yeah. or the goalies' helmets. The one looks like a bird, like an angry bird. It's really
really?
cool. Yeah, when he puts his head down.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of fun.
Yeah. I don't know who that was, but
just think if you wore hats, you could have one like that.
yeah, and it would wreck my hair. I'd have to wear it all day long. I don't wear hats. I don't wear hats. I don't wear T-shirts.
You know,
I don't wear logo stuff.
I still never ordered a T-shirt. I meant to.
Oh, for
and then it slipped my mind again, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll just use that money to buy charts.
There you go.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, when I had the 4th chance, you would have thought that I would have hit it, and I don't know how many reminders Leanne gave me.
And I sent you, yeah, because I wasn't sure if you would see that or not. So.
I did, but then I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Definitely not 2 peas in a pod here. But that's what makes it fun.
It is. It is. So.
All right. Well,
okay.
That's it.
That's
people.
it. Have a good month. Enjoy the summer. Or if you're in Australia, enjoy the winter. Now you'll be able to stitch more.
Yeah. That's true.
Right?
Days are... What kind of daylight do they have in winter? Are their days short?
Well, I would think that they would be because they're on the other side of the globe. I don't know. We've been enjoying daylight until about 9 o'clock. It's been wonderful.
And honestly, as soon as we hit the summer solstice, I start feeling bad already because I'm like, I just love it that it's light so long.
I do too.
But it's okay.
Yeah,
It's just part of the seasons.
Well, then when you go up north, then it's lighter longer.
Oh my gosh! Like it's like a half an hour, at least a half an hour.
Yeah.
So, are you going up to visit your parents this summer?
Yeah, we are. I don't know when. I gotta get Stitchin, and then 4th of July comes with our croquet tournament right after we come back. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
The year before last, I came in 2nd in the croquet tournament, which I think is the closest that a female has gotten.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
But I said, that's okay, because that jacket would not fit me anyway. We have a jacket with all the names on that I maybe in our video after the 4th of July, I'll have to bring the croquet jacket out and show.
You could show a picture of the winner.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because we always take pictures of the winner with the croquet mallet in their hand.
Oh, and I'm going to give Leanne a picture of my dinosaur cake.
Oh, yeah.
That turned out cute.
Yeah. And I can see how long this is. I can add pictures from Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to some waterfalls, and I have some roses pictures. And Paul McCartney, I can show you that.
Paul.
Huh?
Paul.
Yeah, it was. I'm sorry. The guy is 76. He's going to be 77 either this week or next week, and he sings for 3 hours straight. So
there's like some of those older musicians that it is pretty phenomenal. But then I think of like if I'm shopping somewhere I really want to be shopping, like I.
Can go for 3 hours straight. Yeah.
Longer than 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah.
If it's your passion, I think.
And I think, yeah, he just is so good. It was like, I think we took the whole family, our kids. It was their Christmas present, and we all thought that was the best concert that we ever saw. At Lambeau.
Is this the first time you've all gone together?
No. When he was at Miller Park, like a few years ago, we all went, but my 2 older boys sat somewhere else. They went on their own. And then our youngest son and my husband and I went, the 3 of us. So all my boys have seen him 3 times at just various different times. And then my husband and I have seen him. This was our 5th time of seeing him.
That's a lot of times.
Yeah, but
you're groupie.
Well, did you go? We talked about this. You and I went. That first time was not very.
You cut it out.
Did I cut it out? Oh, because we talked about it too long. Barb and I did see him many years ago, and it rained the whole time. It was just not the best.
And I don't think his song selection was the best.
No.
It was kind of like his la-la phase.
It was not good. Like, if you would see him today, you would love it. Like, if you're in Vancouver, tickets were $14.
What?
$14 in Vancouver.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Are they legit tickets?
It was on StubHub, and he's there like the end of this month or the beginning of next month or something. I'm like, oh my gosh, $14.
And you didn't go?
Well, I said, it'd probably be just as cheap to get on a plane, go and see him, and then come back home. So, but
there's always next year.
If he tours next, see, that's the thing.
Well, you never know.
You never know if he's going to tour or not.
Or if they're even going to be around. You look at, like...
Right.
Tom Petty or,
Right. Right.
Like,
that's why it's just always, you get into the moment and you're just like...
Yeah.
And he plays Beatles music, his music, Wings music. It's everything. So... And Lambeau had a great sound system. It was just a very good concert.
Did you take little seat backs?
No, we sat in the outdoor club section. So we had seats with
fancy.
arms and everything.
Wow.
No, because we thought if it was raining or if it was too hot, then we could at least go inside for a little bit. We wouldn't be able to see them, but we could go inside and get a little relief. So
that's always good.
But we didn't have to. It was an absolute perfect day, perfect evening.
How long did you stay up there? Or did you come
No,
home?
we came back. We didn't get home until it was at least 2 a.m. So
that's the part that I remember doing that for a Packer game with my brother one time, and I was smart enough to take the day off, but he had to go into work, and I think he dropped me off at the park and ride at or I dropped him off at I don't know, 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, we had a McCartney hangover the next day. It was like we didn't do a whole lot, but that's okay. Just kept thinking about the songs.
Well, and it's nice if it's on a Saturday, then you have Sunday to kind of regroup, which is nice.
Yeah, it worked out good. So, ramble. You do look tired.
I am. I'm very tired. I know I'm going to look at this and say, oh my God, no more taping after work anymore.
Yeah. No, let's shoot at midnight instead.
Yeah, I probably look more awake now. It was the finishing till midnight that got me.
Yeah.
And I probably, this whole week I've been going to bed late.
Oh, see, and last night I went to bed early because I was exhausted. I was stitching in one of these Santas, and I think I kind of
Fell asleep.
Dozed, and then I'm like, oh man, that looks bad. So then I just ripped out what I stitched. It was just a little bit, and I'm like, just go to bed.
Yeah.
Just go to bed.
We've talked about that.
Yes. So I did.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Right. Well,
okay.
We tried this before.
You know how Kitten Stitcher says there's some people that just can't say goodbye? Well,
we're them.
Here we are.
But we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.